Sports from Oakland, California. It's the Raiders in possession of the ball as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cook. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Cook. To throw on 2nd down. It's caught by Clive Walford. And brought down, but not inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Cook on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And prior to the 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Gano's kick is right through. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flacco. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not?
And I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, that was man coverage, so once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Flacco off play action. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on first down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, sliding out of the pocket, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Woodhead. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So the offense starts that reverse. Looks like all the action, it's going that way. Then the reverse, and it was like the Red Sea parted.
Did your eyes go to the same place mine did?
Yes, they did.
All where we thought the action was going. And then we had to reverse course, too, just as the runner and come back the other way. He was wide open after that play.
To kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Powering forward. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
Here we go. And some of these guys are just so breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it. Oh, this drive, that could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play. Back now in the East Bay. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down, Flacco now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco.
Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And the Raiders have got him. Stephon Anthony in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And no, it's incomplete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now Cook operating from the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
A second time. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. He finds Woodhead out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Flacco to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here we go. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second down now after the incompletion. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. With such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start.